We got
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Black Summer.
It's been a minute since I listened to a Red Hot Chili Pepper song. They were huge.
I only know one song from them.
Oh, really? They were huge from like the early 2000s. I remember them being prominent.
What was your favorite song from them?
I don't have a favorite song. I don't listen to them enough. I just remember them being on like these Remember when they used
radio a lot.
Remember when they used to do those albums? I think it was called Bop, Kids Bop or some shit like that, where it'd be like the greatest hits of like that decade, and they used to always be on like those
Oh, really?
things.
I only know them for Danny California, because that song came out and it just kept getting played.
I'm sure there's a bunch of songs that's really
that we don't know.
Popular that we don't know the name to. All right, Black Summer.
A lazy rain am I, the skies refuse to cry. Cremation takes its piece of your supply. The night is dressed like noon, a sailor spoke too soon. And China's on the dark side of the moon. Hit me now. Platypus are few, the secret life of Rue, a personality Greta weighs a ton, the archer's on the run, and no one stands alone behind the sun. It's been a long time since I made a new friend, waiting on another black summer to win. It's been a long time and you never know when, waiting on another black summer to win. Back the flaming wheel, a sailing on a censorship, riding on a headless horse to make the trip. Been a long time since I made a new friend, waiting on another black summer to win. It's been a long time and you never know when, waiting on another black summer to win. I've been waiting, waiting on another black summer.
listen to them often to know what their like usual like style is, but from what I gathered here, it seems like they're very like worldly. Like a lot of their like the background was like from multiple places, and then toward the end you saw that they were in this backdrop that had multiple suns. Like where do you like there's nowhere that has multiple suns unless you're out of this world or like on another like dimension, right? And it almost gives me that vibe. Like their music is very euphoric. Like I can see myself enjoying music like this when I'm like on the road or just like out in nature, just thinking about like life. Like that's how I would imagine, because it's not really my type of music to listen to. But I really appreciated how well the guitar sounded, how they incorporated the drums when they did, and just his voice was very like perfect, like very like consistent. Like I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, no, the guitarist was really good when he had his little solo.
And I like that in the beginning you hear it only on the left side of the headphone.
Yeah. Yeah, and his lyrics are very poetic. Like he says, waiting on another black summer to end. Because when you think of summer, it's usually, you think of it obviously being sunny, being light, not black, you know, which I think represents the pandemic, because you're waiting for a black summer to end. Like you're waiting for this dark cloud to just go away, I think. And even that one line he says about the riding on a headless horse to make the trip. Like the horse has no direction because it has no head. Like you're just riding on this thing and there's no control. I think that's kind of how I interpret that, riding on a headless horse.
Yeah. It makes me think about, like when you talk about summer, it's like the longest year where you have the most sunlight. So for him to say waiting for the black summer to end, it's so ironic to hear him say that. 'Cause I feel like normally people don't want the summer to end. Like for me, when I think about summer, like it's always connected to like going back to school, for instance, if you were young, or just like not wanting to face the cold weather. So I wonder what he meant by that. But yeah, that line about sitting on a headless horse or something like that, for me just kind of signifies his disconnection from like his mind and his body almost.
Yeah, this is a really good song. Yeah. Like you said, it's very, for me, it's like very trippy. Definitely, like if you have a long trip, this song would be appropriate.
Yeah, and isn't it funny that like their choice of background was very like old school. Like it made me think about like the old music videos back in the day, when they had like the green screens and then they would have all these like trippy like wallpaper.
Yeah.
I feel like the drummer kind of looked like Will Ferrell, no? Did he not? I must be blind, but every time it showed him, it looked like Will Ferrell. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, he actually does. He looks like Will Ferrell if Will Ferrell was like all tatted up.
Yeah, and like was a little older.
And more stoic.
Yeah. No, Will Ferrell can be pretty stoic looking, even though he plays like really silly roles. And then Lassie.
Yeah, this song would be perfect for like Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, I can definitely see it in like a TV show or a movie.